Good morning, adventurers. We had such an amazing time exploring Tallinn yesterday with our Tallinn cards, but we've only scratched the surface of all the awesome stuff you can do with this card. So we decided to do like a part 2 of our adventures here in Tallinn and to try out a few more things that we can do with this card.
First up, we are going up in Helman's Tower because we are gonna walk part of the wall. And if you saw in our last video, Tallinn is actually surrounded by these medieval walls. And so this tower takes you up to the longest stretch of wall still remaining that's open to the public. It's 200 meters and you can see down into the city. It's gonna be pretty dang sweet, I think.
Bonked my head on the doorway. That hurt.
And it's pure stone.
Jesus.
So they say that the tower was completed in 1410, but I guess the rumor has it that was probably only the lower level of the tower in the wall, and then the rest was completed probably a long time after that.
Tallinn's Old Town is absolutely beautiful and you should definitely spend a lot of time exploring it, but it's also very touristy and a little bit congested and it can get a little bit overwhelming, so definitely try to get outside of the city if you can. So we're heading to a suburb called Kalamaja, which is actually the oldest suburb of Tallinn. It's known for its old-fashioned wooden houses that were built to house factory workers after the railway connected Kalamaja to the city center, which led to a bunch of factories being built in the area. We heard about a restaurant called Sassoon, I think is how it's pronounced. But it's supposed to be cheap and delicious, which is exactly our style. Turns out the beer here is actually pretty affordable. €3 for 0.5 liter. That is pretty good. I ordered a pulled pork sandwich. It's like a pita pocket with some pulled pork in there, and it's also got a cabbage, some herbs, and beetroot feta cream, which is that like hot pink cream that's on the top of the pork there. And there's also a ton of just beet powder sprinkled on the side. It's really good. The beet paste is pretty tangy. The whole thing's got like a really fresh vibe to it. It's got a bunch of green stuff on there. It's really nice. I'm just gonna try some of this beet paste on its own. It's like beet powder down here.
I wonder if it's gonna turn your tongue all red.
Whoa, that's delicious.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh man, the red thing?
This red powder down here.
It looks like a little...
Wow, it's really flavorful.
Looks like some kind of a drug.
You know, it tastes just like a beet, but it's really sweet and doesn't have the earthy kind of taste to it. Wow, that stuff is really good.
I got some tomato coconut lentil concoction. It looks so good and it has so many vegetables. Oh, I love it. I've been eating so much cheese and meat lately. I needed a break. Hot. Oh.
Did you burn your tongue?
A little bit. It's like tomato coconut curry essentially with all this great seasonings and lentils. It's beautiful. Up next, we have come to the Seaplane Harbor, which is actually a big museum now. It's a military and maritime museum, and it has a whole bunch of ships that I think you can tour around in. Let's go check it out.
You guys, check out this amazing little wooden submarine. This was supposed to do like, it was supposed to sneak up on the enemy for surprise attacks. And we read that they would fit 4 guys inside of this thing, and 2 of them would have to actually power the thing, and the other guys would steer it.
But check it out, it never came to fruition because it was too leaky and the steering was bad.
Imagine that. Entrance to the Seaplane Museum is completely free with your Tallinn card. Just show it at the front, and then you get a fancy little ticket. You can figure out how to use it. Oh, it's right there. Aha!
Guys, the submarine was the oldest floating submarine until 2011 when it was brought in here for display. But it was built in 36, I believe, which is pretty bananas.
Little room out.
Dude, I feel like this is nicer than the room we had on our cruise ship.
Yeah, it's about the size of our San Francisco apartment. And if you were wondering, that is what the facilities look like on a submarine. These are the cruise chambers. And look at these beds they had to sleep in. I don't know how
I'd
you
have
fit
a tough
anybody in
time
there.
sleeping on
Yeah,
this.
you must hit your head so bad.
Oh, yeah. Could you imagine if you heard a noise, you put to sit up?
Yeah, and you'd hear, boing. Stylish entrance as always. It's awesome, you get to just turn and mess with anything. I can't help but feel like I'm gonna do something bad though. Guys, this is so cool. This is literally the hole where they stuff the torpedo in and then shoot it out. This one even has a torpedo in it. Check that out. Whoa, check that out. That is so cool. Nailed it. Next we've come to Kik in de Kok, which is this huge tower over here, and the name literally means peep into the kitchen because from the top of it you can look into the kitchen of the surrounding buildings. But the real reason we're here is because there's a system of tunnels underneath this tower called the Bastian Tunnels, which are open to the public, and with our Tallinn Cards we get in for free. So we're gonna go check those out. Explored the tower a bit, and now we are heading into the tunnels finally. This portion of the tunnels used to be underwater. You can see right there where the water level line was. So they had to pump all that water out of here. So we learned that construction of these tunnels began in about 1670, and they actually built them ground level, and they put these wooden structures up in the shape of the archway, and then they laid the stones on top of it, and then they built huge hills on top of it, and they have several hills around the city, and I think that we're only traversing about 300 meters or so of the tunnel system, so there's a lot more to see still, but I think a lot of that's closed to the public. Yeah. So to give you an idea of how deep we were just right over there, that's the cave we were in right there, and then this is the square up there. We were directly under that cross right there. That's pretty cool. So they literally just built all this on top of it.
That's so much work. So much work. We have had an amazing time exploring Tallinn with our city cards. Unfortunately, our 72 hours has come to an end, but there is still one more thing that we wanted to do in this city, and you guys, we found a freaking cat cafe. What is that, you may ask? It's where all of my dreams come true.
This place is called the Nuri Cat Cafe, and it's just outside of Old Town. And they have a full menu with all kinds of really good looking dishes, but we're not quite in the mood for our late lunch yet. So we just got some tea.
Yes. Ding. All of the cats here are adoptable. So if you're local and you're looking for a little cuddly friend, or you just want to, I guess, travel with a cat, this is your spot.
There's a €5 fee to get in, and it is well worth every penny. Bye, kitties. We have to leave eventually, honey.
Yeah. I don't ever want to leave.
So we really hope you guys enjoyed coming along with us today on our part 2 of our Tallinn guide. But if you guys did enjoy this video, or if you found it helpful, make sure you hit that subscribe button for more videos just like this, and hit that like button below to let us know that you enjoyed the video.
Yeah, we give a special thank you to Tallinn for setting us up with their Tallinn card. We'll make sure to link to it below so that if you guys want to get one for your trip here, you can easily.
But yeah, I think we're gonna chill at our quaint little Airbnb, cook some dinner, and get some work done.
Yeah. Good night, adventurers.
We'll see you on the road.